Hi, I'm Carol Westcott, owner of the Voice Within Studio. Today we're going to talk about the difference between warming up and technique work in our practicing. I like to divide our practicing into a warm-up phase and a technique phase. And I'll be really talking about the vocal warm-up. It's actually ideal if you could spend a little bit of time prior to your vocal warm-up doing some sort of body warm-up, some aerobics, some stretching. It's also nice if you have some time to do a little bit of meditation, some centering to put yourself in the right frame of mind to practice. Vocal warm-ups are very specific and they only have to last 5 minutes. For vocal warm-ups, we do sirening sounds starting from higher in your range to lower and gradually increasing your range on semi-occluded vocal tract exercise sound. That's just fancy word for talking about buzzing. Just making your vocal cords buzz and blocking or partially blocking the exit. You're already familiar with a lot of these sounds. Would include the lip trill. You can buzz on a Z or a V. You can hum. You can do that with your mouth open on an NG. You can use straws, which we'll cover another day, but we want to spend a little bit of time, no more than about 5 minutes, doing some sirens, first high to low, and then lower to higher, gradually increasing your range. That's warm up. And if that's all you do, you'll be okay if you are going to do some practicing, a rehearsal, but I'll tell you, it's also ideal to make sure you practice your technique exercises. The technique exercises are the equivalent of a drill. Just like anybody who does any kind of sport does drills, basketball players do very specific drills, and no matter what the level, from high school student to an NBA star, they all do the same drills every day. We can make some small variations to these drills, but it's ideal to, after you do your warm-up, to cover different parts of your range. I often start in mid-range, and I actually do a few more sliding sounds, which are just sirens with real notes. And I'll just do a little mid-range, and then I'll do a little bit of upper range, and particularly trying to go as high as you might need to go in some of your songs, and even a little bit higher just for the sake of exercise. I do a little bit of work negotiating between middle range and high range, and then I do some specific work in the lower vocal range, and then I do a few things to tie that together. If you have to do any other specific things in your songs, such as belting, or for guys singing in falsetto, it is worthwhile to make sure you do technique exercises, which are known as drills, to work on these things. That should take another 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes max. We really don't want to completely use up your voice before you go on to singing some songs. So again, warm-ups are different than technique exercises, and it's ideal to try to do both in your practice sessions. Your technique exercises, which would be given to you by your teacher, or if you need any help with those, if I'm not your teacher, please get in touch with me. I can help you with warm-up exercises and technique exercises. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Carol Westcott, owner of the Voice Within Studio. You can find me at my website at thevoicewithinstudio.com. You can find me on Instagram, The Voice Within Studio, and on Facebook, The Voice Within Studio. Thank you.